Alright, what's going on everybody? It's VGO3. I've made some changes to Atlanta 2022 and I'm going to show them off here in this video. Now that the track is complete and we know for sure what it's going to look like, I've done some changes to the best of my ability to represent closer what the track will look like this weekend. And also made some fixes and changes to the way the cars race. There were some issues with them being too slow on the long run and maybe just not fast enough in general. And also I tried to help the issues with them wrecking early on in a run, but on a track like this in NR, there's only so much you can do about that, so it's still going to happen. But let's go ahead and hop onto the track here and just take a look at things.
Your road speed 45, 3,500 seconds.
So to start with, obviously the pavement looks a little bit different. I switched it to a darker texture that is a little higher resolution and overall just matches the look of the fresh pavement a whole lot better than the other one I did when this track came out. As you can see, some signage has been added for Quaker State and this Atlanta signage on the backstretch, which is much closer to what it looked like in July last year. It's the best reference I have, and it doesn't seem like they're going to change the walls for this weekend. So, you know, we'll see if they do, but this is the closest reference I have is to July of last year, so that's what I went with. As you can see, it says turns 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to hit that wall, and I'm not going to get out of that wall. Oh, come on. There we go. And speaking of that outside lane, since I just slammed into the wall on it, I have added some grip up there to try and make it a little bit more effective. In testing, it seems like it works on older tires very well. But it's very, very sketchy, obviously. As you saw, I just hit the fence. Another thing that we did, since we're on the front stretch, good time to talk about it, the walls and the dog legs have been smoothed a little bit. They're not nearly as harsh. That's something they did in real life recently that obviously was not the case when the track first came out. I think it's a safety thing, and to try and not, you know, have a serious accident on the front stretch where those angles of the walls were super, super sharp before. They're a lot smoother now, so I did the best I could to reflect that in this version of the track. And I've also made some setup changes. That includes lowering the amount of tape on the nose, loosening the setup a little bit, and also made the same changes for the AIs to help them be a little bit closer. These guys are on a pretty decent percentage right now. I forget exactly what I have it set to, but as you can see, they're pretty fast, much faster than they were before. A lot of people were saying they were kind of a cakewalk, so made sure to make them a little bit tougher. Tire wear has been turned down significantly because that was a major issue with the other version of this track. Other than that, there's not a whole lot more to go over. I had to make some texture changes to pit lane because I guess they kept the first part of pit lane where it was still concrete. So that has been adjusted on the track as well. The walls have been changed in the corners to again better match from July of last year. So they have the yellow on the bottom now in the turns. And I added some openings around the track that should have been there. And I changed the scoreboards to match the modern ones instead of the ones from 2003 like they were before. And as well as removing some buildings that no longer existed and were from 2003. So beyond that, that's all. I think that's all the changes I did. It's not a huge adjustment, but definitely some important things to make this track a lot more accurate to what it will be like this weekend. As of the time of recording this, it is Wednesday, and the time this track will be released, it is Wednesday. So Atlanta is only a few days away. I'm hoping that it puts on a good show. We'll find out. And yeah, that's all I got to say for this one. Thanks for watching. Download link is in the description to the updated track. The old track won't be going anywhere, so if you still want to race on that more dangerous version, I guess, where they wreck a whole lot more, be my guest. It's still there for, you know, for all you to enjoy. But yeah, share this, get the word out if you want to, you know, see a more accurate version of Atlanta out there. This is it. Of course, I'm not the greatest track maker in the world, and this is simply just an interpretation of what I've seen through a few videos that there are of this track. So I'm sure it's not even close to 100% accurate, but it's an 18-year-old game. It's the best we can do, and let's just be glad we have anything at all, because iRacing still has not released 2022 Atlanta. So that's the best we got for now. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see y'all next time.
Skip it up and that up.